And Mr. Hafford knew he was getting near to his end, and he had expressed a wish to his wife to get in touch with the Malbergs because he would like to see the statue before he died. So in all the turmoil of running back and forth to the hospital and everything, Pat didn't quite do it, understand the way John wanted it. He just said if it's possible, he'd like to see it. But she expressed it as an urgency. And it just so happened that Carl and Rosemary were able to come to New Jersey with the statue at that time. So the three of us took it to his hospital room. And he was on a life support system. So Carl and Rosemary stayed 2 nights. On the 3rd morning they were going to leave, and they were going to drive past the hospital on their way home, and they were going to pick up the statue. So we were at Mass at the Blue Army Shrine. And as I was making my communion thanksgiving, instead of doing the thanksgiving, an image formed in front of me, and it was like a vast cloud of grayish-green color. Then I saw this tall, skinny, white cloud go up through the grayish-green cloud, and somehow I felt that was Mr. Hafford. Mm-hmm. And then I saw an image of him with the saints in heaven. And I didn't know what to make of this, but when the Mass was over, one of the sisters called us over to the large sacristy outside the chapel, and she had the statue there. And she said to Carl and Rosemary, Mr. Hafford has passed away. So I brought the statue, so you won't be going to the hospital. And this was very significant for Mrs. Hafford. She had asked for a sign if John had gone to heaven. So I told Carl and Rosemary this as we ate lunch. Then we were going up to Mrs. Hafford's. They were going to say goodbye to her before they left. And Carl said, tell Mrs. Hafford what happened to you at Mass. So I related it to her. And she said, oh, this is wonderful. I asked for a sign. And she said, I know you would never make something like that up, Richard. I know you well enough for that. So she was, her mind was put at ease. But he always asked people to pray for him because he said there's no guarantee that anybody's out of purgatory.
Oh, yeah.